Hello, welcome to my channel Cup of Conspiracy. Here we will talk about all things conspiracy, so grab a cup of your favorite beverage and fasten your couch seatbelt. Have you ever asked yourself who really pulls the strings in mainstream media? This is a question that's more relevant today than ever before. The power of media to shape public opinion, to direct the narrative, is immense. It's like an unseen puppeteer manipulating the marionettes on a global stage, and it's in this vast theater of information, misinformation, and everything in between that a familiar figure has begun to question the status quo. Enter Russell Brand. Known for his wit and audacity, Brand has been delving into topics that are often left untouched by mainstream outlets. He's been shedding light on the murky world of proxy wars, the influence of pharmaceutical companies on media narratives, and the controversial subject of bioengineered foods. His revelations have been as enlightening as they are alarming. But the path of truth is rarely smooth, and Brand has found himself in the crosshairs of some powerful entities. The spotlight turns to the UK government, a force that has recently shown its hand in the media chess game. The government, known for its staunch support for free speech, has taken an unprecedented step. It has openly targeted Russell Brand, a prominent media figure known for his piercing insights into proxy wars, the pharmaceutical industry's influence over media, and the concerns surrounding bioengineered foods. The government's actions against Brand have been nothing short of extraordinary. They've dispatched letters to prominent video-sharing platforms, namely YouTube, Rumble, and X. The letters were not a plea, but a demand, requesting these platforms to halt Brand's monetization, thereby attempting to stifle his voice and limit his reach. The reason for this unusual move? The government cites serious allegations against Brand. Allegations that have conveniently resurfaced from the depths of his past, coincidentally, at a time when Brand has been delving into matters the mainstream media seems to shy away from. The timing is suspect, to say the least. It leads many to speculate that these allegations are not the real reason for the government's actions. Instead, they are an orchestrated attempt to silence him, to keep him from unveiling the unsavory truths that lurk behind the curtains of power. However, not all platforms bowed to the government's demands. In the face of adversity, Rumble and X stood their ground. They received letters from the UK government, a veritable Goliath, requesting they strip Russell Brand of his platform, his means to communicate, his monetization. But they refused to bow down. They refused to be silent accomplices in a game of censorship and control. But defiance comes with a price. The mainstream media, like a pack of wolves, turned on them, their fangs bared and ready to strike. Accusations and allegations swarmed around Rumble and X like a tempest, as they were painted as the villains in this narrative, the outlaws in this wild west of information dissemination. Yet all these events do is illuminate the puppeteer's strings. They underscore the immense influence that the mainstream media wields, the power to shape narratives, to vilify dissenting voices, to control the flow of information like a dam controls a river. They can turn heroes into villains, truth into lies, and silence into noise. It's a potent reminder of the delicate dance between power and control, between truth and propaganda. It raises the question of who holds the reins, who dictates the narrative, and at what cost. The landscape of information is a battlefield, with every player vying for control, for the power to shape minds and perceptions. In this game of power and control, the question remains, who will have the last word? Despite the storm, one thing remains unchanged: the power of truth. As we have journeyed through the veiled puppeteers and the UK government's attempts to silence dissent, it's clear that the freedom to question, to challenge, and to dig deeper is more vital than ever. Figures like Russell Brand, who dare to expose proxy wars, farmer-pushed media, and bioengineered foods, bring these issues into the light. They prompt us to question, to think, and to see beyond what is readily served. The backlash against platforms that refuse to bow to pressure, like Rumble and X, is a stark reminder of the strength of these forces, but it also underscores the resilience of truth. Despite attempts to bury it, to twist it, or to silence it, truth has a way of rising. As the dust settles, we are reminded once again of the timeless truth. No amount of darkness can hide the glow of a single candle.